Welcome to this guided meditation focused on Flora, the Roman goddess of flowers and springtime. To begin, I'll invite you to do whatever is needed to get a little more comfortable, whether it's lying down or adjusting to a more relaxing seated position. Let your eyelids close or your gaze simply soften, and take a deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold 2, 3, 4, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do that one more time. Take a deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold 2, 3, 4, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. In this stillness, I invite you to imagine yourself standing outside of a high stone wall. It's too high to see over the top. It's winter, and there's snow crunching underfoot as you walk the perimeter of this wall, noticing the scraggly, black remnants of the ivy that must have once been full and lush. As you round a corner, you come to an opening in the wall and find an ornate, wrought iron gate. To your surprise, it swings open easily with a gentle push of your hand. Inside, you find an intimate courtyard garden. Dormant rose bushes still bear their thorns, and ice clings to the slick surface of a silent fountain in the center of a meandering cobblestone path. A silly thought comes to your mind as you gaze at the fountain and wonder if you can still make wishes if the water is frozen. You take a coin out of your pocket, shrug, and toss it into the lower basin, hearing a pleasant clink as it hits the ice and skids a short distance. The sound of soft footsteps alert you to the presence of another in this garden, and you turn to see a young woman with long blonde hair smiling at you. Although it's cold outside, she's dressed in a simple, sleeveless, white linen dress. "You made a wish in my fountain," she asks. You nod your head, somewhat sheepishly. She introduces herself as Flora, the goddess of springtime and flowers. You ask if this is her off-season and what she does during winter. She laughs, and the sound is light and airy. She tells you that she does not only tend to the literal springtime, but is with all humans during moments of creativity and birth. You ask if she was there when you made macaroni the other day, and she replies yes. You ask if she was present when your friend had a baby, and she says certainly. She states that she is present during the most simple acts of creation, as well as the most profound life transitions: the death of a job or a partnership, graduations, weddings, and more. During moments of transition, it's more important than ever to find joy in the little things, to remember your capacity to grow, and to heal and find the beauty in that process, she says. As she speaks, Flora reaches out her hand and touches the surface of the ice in the stone fountain. A faint glow seems to radiate from her fingertips, and in a moment you hear the ice crack, and the water beneath begins to bubble to life. You see your coin sink beneath the surface. "Now your wish will come true," she smiles. You walk the meandering cobblestone path alongside the goddess of spring, delighted to see that with every step, the grass becomes lush and green below your feet. Slowly, the air is filled with the sweet scent of jasmine that climbs alongside the ivy that is coming back to life. Bees travel from flower to flower as daylilies and crimson roses unfurl before your eyes. When you've finished circling the courtyard, Flora invites you to sit at a small table beneath a portcullis thick with wisteria. The table is covered with a white lace tablecloth and set with teacups full of fragrant tea, plates of scones, and small jars of honey and cream. The little things in life, she winks. As you sit, tea in hand, in the newly blossoming garden, the goddess asks you what little joys you treasure most in your life. Your favorite foods, smells, pets, people, places, or simple pastimes. She seems so easygoing that you can't help but smile as you rattle off a laundry list of some of the simple joys of daily living. She then asks about any new things in your life or creative projects that spark joy. When you tell her that you've been having a rough time lately and are searching for inspiration, she reminds you that seasons always change, whether we want them to or not, and it's always the coldest winters that seem to stretch on. She speaks with confidence as she says that parts of yourself you thought long gone would one day awaken once more, just as the fountain nearby. And when your plans for the future begin to blossom, you'll remember today. And maybe it's the sweet scent of the flowers on the breeze, or the butteriness of the scone crumbling slightly between your fingertips, or the last bit of honey that you lick from your spoon, but you can't help but believe her. When the last drop of tea is gone, you stretch out on the lawn, basking in the glow of the afternoon sunlight, and holding in your mind your hopes for the future, both big and small. For a home, for a dream job, for a luxurious trip, for family, for dinner. And you let these thoughts soothe you into a soft, dreamy repose.